I'm Jill Johnson-Young. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and I'm a certified grief recovery facilitator. I've had years of experience in hospice helping families to say goodbye, and I've also spent those years helping survivors after a loss. I'm also a loss survivor myself. I've walked the path, although each of us has our own experience when someone we love dies. I've created the video series you're about to see because I know loss is intensely personal, and many of us don't want to talk about how we're feeling with friends and family. It's just too hard. We don't want to somehow burden them with our own grief. Today's video, the first of 3, is about the 3 biggest myths about grief, the things we all seem to know, but we've never challenged. Today's video, the first of 3, is about the 3 biggest myths about grief, the things we all seem to know, but somehow we've never challenged. The first myth is, there's a time limit for grief. I'll bet you already knew that wasn't true. I'll bet you knew you couldn't go any faster in your path than you already are. I bet you knew that your grief process was the right time frame for you. But how many people have you heard tell you that you should be out getting back involved in things again, or you're crying too much, or it's just been too long? Did you know that the average American thinks that the grief process should take at most 2 to 3 weeks? You know that's not true. The fact is, it takes all the time you need. There isn't a time frame. It's what you need as you need it. And when someone says you should be better, thank them for their concern. Tell them you're doing the best you can, and that's all anyone can ask. The second myth, there are 3 stages of grief, or 5 stages of grief, or 10 stages of grief. I'm going to touch on this in depth tomorrow. Let me just say there are not defined stages of grief. There aren't 5 stages and it's all done. There isn't closure. This is your path. You get to determine when and how. The third myth, time heals all wounds. How many times have you heard that in your life? Maybe you've even said that to someone. Time heals scrapes and bruises and broken bones. It doesn't heal losses when someone we love dies. Time allows you to process that loss and how it's impacting you. It allows you to come to terms with how much your life has changed and how to find a way to keep your loved one with you in your new life, because you most certainly will. But that loss will always be with you. You're allowed to miss your loved one. You don't have to heal. You can instead recover, carrying your memories with you. I hope this was helpful today and that you'll watch the next video coming tomorrow. It's about the biggest myth of all, that there are 5 stages of grief. We're going to blow that idea up.